Hey guys, Christina here, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to share with you some of my favorite supplies for 2016, and I thought this is a very kind of fitting video for my last video for this year. And I got this idea from another fellow artist here on YouTube. Her name is Sasha Fitzgerald, and if you haven't seen her work already, you should definitely go and have a look at what she does. She's absolutely amazing. I'm gonna leave a link to her channel down below in the description box, because she already did this, and she kind of said, if anyone else feels like doing it, just do it. So I decided I wanted to do it. And the first thing that I want to share with you is my favorite paper that I discovered this year. It's my marker paper, I should have said that, but is by Crafter's Companion. That's the name of it. It's a Nina class crest card, and it's an A4 size paper, and the pack comes with 20 sheets, and this costs £4, I believe, and this is my second pack, I think. The reason why it's just second is because I use different paper for when I'm practicing and when I'm doing like test runs with my markers, and I use this one just for my videos. So I just received my new pack in the mail, and I'm very excited to start using it. But this is my favorite marker paper that I've been using since I started this channel. And another thing that I discovered this year, that's again kind of like marker related, but it's the Copic multiliner. And I'm a bit of a fine liner snob, because I've used I've used pretty much every brand that's out there, because for the first 3 years in uni we were doing a lot of drawings of plans, sections and elevations using different line weights and different fine liners. And this by far is the best brand that I've used. This specific fine liner is the only one that I have right now at the moment, and it's the size 0.3, and it was a present, but I actually ordered myself a set of multiliners and I'm waiting for them to arrive. And it's like a variety of different nib sizes, so I'm very excited for that. But definitely a very good fine liner. It's very smooth, and I've had this for over a year now, and it's pretty much the only fine liner that I use for lining my work, and it's still not showing any signs of the nib getting damaged or anything like that, and it's not like I've put in the effort to keep it in pristine condition. So definitely recommend if you're in need of a good fine liner. And they have them in different colors as well. I just use black, but maybe I'm gonna get the sepia or the grey colors later on. Well, we're still talking about pens and things like that. I got these two when I was visiting my parents in Bulgaria, and I forgot my silver and gold pen, so I had to buy new ones. And these are by a brand that I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Edding maybe, I'm not sure, but they're very good. They're probably the best metallic pens that I've ever used. I usually have problems with gold and silver in particular when it comes to metallic pens. They're never smooth enough. They're okay for writing, but they're usually not that great for artworks. But these two are actually really, really good, and I love them, and I've been using them and just them since I got them. So, and you might be able to tell, but I've used the gold one a lot more than the silver, and you'll see that's kind of like a reoccurring theme with my favorite supplies. I've really been into using gold this year, which is unusual. I usually prefer silver, but these are my favorite pens for adding detail to my work. And speaking of metallic stuff, these guys here, it's a set of metallic acrylic paints that I received as a present. It was part of a collab that I did just a few videos ago actually, and this set was sent to me by Claire from Black Summer Colouring, and I've used all of them pretty much, not only for the artwork that I created for the collab, but for every artwork that I've created since I received them. And again, I haven't used the silver all that much because right now I'm going through a stage where I'm really enjoying like golds and copper and that kind of thing. But I really enjoy this paint. It's very thick and it's very easy to build up a color, and I really enjoy it. Usually metallic paint, at least in my experience, it's very kind of liquidy, and it's hard to build up a solid color. So I can, for example, compare it to this paint that I have, again acrylic paint, but it's very liquidy, so it's definitely not as good for what I use it, at least. You know, I would prefer to use them, and I really enjoy them, especially those three, as I said, because I'm really into gold just now. Right, the next two things that I'm about to show you, they're kind of connected, I suppose, but I have the Pentel Aquash brushes here. I received this set of brushes exactly a year ago. They were a Secret Santa present for last Christmas, and they're the brushes that really got me back into watercoloring, and I discovered that I really enjoy using them with ink as well. Real kind of artsy person fail moment. They're actually dirty, and I can't find their caps right now. They are somewhere on my desk, but I just can't find them. But I really enjoy these brushes because to me it's very easy to control the water flow, and especially when it comes to ink work, it's very easy to dilute the ink, so you can create light washes, and they are pretty much mess free because you don't really need all the things that you usually need for when you're working with like watercolors or inks or anything like that. You usually need a glass of clean water to clean out your brushes, but with them you don't really. And don't do what I did, always clean your brushes. It's just I used them recently and it was late at night and I didn't feel like doing it, but do it or you'll damage them. And the next thing, as I said, is related to the previous one. So this is my ink collection. Apart from these three here, everything else I bought this year, and these ones here I got in a set. They all came together, and these two, the white and the gold, I purchased individually, and I actually first bought them and then I decided to, you know, get the set as well. I use them for Inktober a lot, so if you want to see me using them, you can go back to my Inktober videos. But this set, in my opinion, is all the colors that you need to be able to create a really kind of realistic looking skin tones, and are colors that, you know, are sufficient for a lot of different artworks, and I really enjoy them. I want to use them more in next year, in 2017, and I want to use them in combination with Copic markers, but I'm kind of struggling to find a paper that's suitable for both that I enjoy using. I've tried mixed media paper so far, and it might be the brand that I have, but I'm not a massive fan of it. But I suppose we'll see. Maybe I'll find something better. So this is the last thing that I wanted to show you. This is probably like the biggest, like most expensive item out of the ones that I've shown you. It's my light pad, my light box is the mini sun light pad, and it's an A3 size, and it was actually a birthday gift. So my birthday is in August, but I actually received this at some point in September. So I've had it for a few months and I can already tell the difference. I've never had a light pad before, so I've always had to play around with tracing paper and things like that, and that usually makes your work a lot more difficult. So this is a great helper. As I said, I can't compare it to other brands or to other light pads because I've never had one, but I'm very, very happy with this one, and the price was very decent for the size of pad that you're getting. And if you're wondering why I know how much this costs, it's because my boyfriend asked me what I want for my birthday, and I said I want the light pad and he let me choose the model and everything. So yeah, this is one of my favorite things that I got this year. And that's pretty much all of my favorite stuff for 2016. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope 2016 was just as good for you as it was for me, and I hope next year brings you a lot of joy and happiness as well. And I hope if you happen to be celebrating, I hope you had amazing holidays and you're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow, and I'll see you in the new year, guys. Bye bye.